Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to NinjaTrader Live. My name is Jim Cagnina. I am Senior Market Strategist. And joining me live, our Senior Economist, the fabulous Tracy Shuchart, aka Shy Girl. Shy, how are you?
I am doing well. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing great. I had this little echo going on. I couldn't figure it out, but I got it now. We're in good shape.
I had
What's
I
go
had that too.
so all right, what did I miss? I did my lunchtime routine, got on the bicycle, ran, played with the tennis ball and the puppy dog with the puppy dog. What did I miss?
All right. So we had Navarro on the wires. He said export controls by China and Russia could hurt the U.S. Didn't really elaborate on that. On the PPI report, he said, well, let's see what happens. Then we had Lula out tweeting today, or Xing. Brazil won't cry because the U.S. has stopped buying Brazilian goods. And then we had, Warren Buffett has secretly invested $5 billion into a mystery stock. And apparently we won't find out what that is until tomorrow when his 13F is released. But apparently everybody's trying to figure out exactly what this stock is, and people think that it is an industrial giant. So we'll find out tomorrow. Elon Musk sent a warning to short sellers of Tesla and said they will be obliterated. So there's that. And then we had, of course, Trump on the wires. Too late. Powell again. There's hardly any inflation at all. Says inflation is down to a perfect number. 401ks and the stock market are soaring. Powell needs to lower rates. Apparently he didn't see PPI today, but that's all right. And then we had what was interesting, kind of a little turn of events. If you remember earlier, well, yesterday and kind of earlier this morning, Trump was talking about the Alaska meeting with Putin that is scheduled for tomorrow, saying there is going to be severe consequences for Russia if they do not make some sort of ceasefire or peace deal. I guess he was alluding to sanctions on particularly Russian oil. But this afternoon, he's backtracked a little bit about this. He was just in a meeting in the Oval Office and said, well, we're meeting tomorrow, but this is only going to be the first meeting. The second meeting is probably going to be a more important meeting. He thinks this is going to be a good meeting, but more importantly, the second meeting will be more important. So we do have that. So I don't know what happened between this morning and this afternoon, but he's kind of changed his tune a little bit as far as that meeting is concerned. And again, that is happening tomorrow. And that is the news while we were away.
Well, speaking of the meeting, I mean, crude oil must have been listening intently because we got a bid in crude oil today. We're toying with that 84 handle again. What's going on there?
So yeah, so what's interesting is I think we still have geopolitical tensions and geopolitical uncertainty. We don't know what is going to happen with these Russian sanctions exactly, because we also did have Besant speaking today, and he said European Union is not doing as much as they possibly can to put sanctions on Russia, even though they are preparing their 19th sanction package, which they hope to advance next month at some point. So we do still have concerns about that. Also, even though that PPI number came in hot, there's still anticipation of possible rate cuts. And really, it's kind of, I think it's more of a technical trade. We were, a little bit oversold, and we're starting to get into those levels, particularly that $60 level, where we have already seen producers say, we will stop drilling at this point if this keeps up. So we have seen a little bit of a bounce in crude oil. It's got a long way to go to kind of slip back up into that consolidation zone, but we'll see what tomorrow brings.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I have a couple of levels here. I have kind of the upper area support slash resistance, the lower level, which we're up into, and then that long-term 60, sub $61 level as well. So this is a pretty big candle today. We're back up into that area, which used to be, support. Now maybe it's resistance. We'll see if we could plow our way through that one to the next level. That 8 EMA. We didn't quite touch it. We're getting close. We still have that cross under though, the 21 and the 50, which is a little problematic here. So we'll see if we can get some continuation buying. Intraday though, this has been a kind of a nice move up here. We were sideways most of the night. The London initial balance was pretty muted. Then we caught a bid. Then the number hit the street, and we were moving. So we have a little bit of a higher U.S. initial balance. And then we kept on rolling. We got all the way up to Menthor Q's 1-day max at 6,400, and that a little bit more. We didn't get to R1, although we're at the highs of the day. Those bands are sloping up nicely, and I'm sure we're going to hear more about those bands from Stowe. We got that blind spot 4 up at 6,440 now. Should this continue throughout the day? And then we have a couple of volume nodes. We have that big volume node we kind of left in the rearview mirror, the midpoint just about of the U.S. initial balance. And then we got competing point of control right where we're at right now. I'm going to spot that at around 63.94. So we're just right around that psychological level at 64.00. And the commodity channel index down here is not telling us much. So let's move over to platinum. We haven't talked about platinum in a while, and we got some movement here.
We haven't talked about platinum in a while. We did see a big pullback in that one. We saw a big pullback in the metals in general because it is still a precious metal, even though, again, more industrial use than precious metals, even though we are seeing demand, particularly in Asia, on the physical side for jewelry, coins, and bars. But, we still have persistent supply constraints and strong industrial demand for this metal. We've got a 1 million ounce deficit in 2025 alone. That's supposed to increase in 2026 because, as you know, this is used for catalytic converters for not only ICE vehicles but also hybrid vehicles, as well as fuel cells, renewable technology, a whole host of other industrial uses. And so, I think that it's making it climbing back slowly.
Yeah, it is climbing back slowly. That's a great way to phrase it. I just did a rough fib, high to low here, and we're right at that 38% retracement, kind of an important level there. And we're right between the 8 EMA and the 21 EMA. Mike Arnold would call that the rotation zone. A little bit of a seller's wick, but it is a bounce up. So if you think about it and just put my crosshairs there, we haven't closed this high. If we were to close right here at this very level, we haven't closed this high in a couple of weeks. So it is a nice kind of crawl up. Intraday, we lost VWAP in the rearview mirror right after the initial balance, the U.S. initial balance, that is. But we had that nice bid after the London initial balance that really brought us all the way back up to R1. And R1 kind of formed the top of the conversation, really. Yeah, we had some wicks that kind of shot through there, but JAX4 and R1 right up there around 1365. That's kind of framing resistance at this point. Volume profile really nice. Point of control pretty smack dab in the middle here. So a very balanced kind of day today in platinum if you guys were trading that. And let's pivot over to the market. This is an interesting turnabout for the Ether futures. Let's talk about it.
Right, and so we had a hot PPI this morning, and that has actually generally pressured risk assets, including cryptocurrencies. And what's interesting is when, after we had that initial drop on PPI in the index markets and then we kind of rallied back up a little bit, we have not seen that action in the crypto markets, Bitcoin and Ethereum in particular. We do have, and the rest of this kind of seems more like a technical move. I mean, we were definitely overbought, and so I think 4,700 range has historically been sort of that resistance that's triggered selling pressure in Ethereum. And so I think really a lot of this has to do with general risk off sentiment, as well as just a technical place for this to make a pullback.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's right. All the cryptocurrencies are off today. Bitcoin leading the charge down. Well, not even leading the charge, but down over 4%. So is Solana, Sol. And Ether's down 4.06%. So yeah, a lot of. Oh, look at that. And Ripple, oh my goodness, down 6.32%. Yeah, so a lot of reversals happening there. This is a bearish engulfing candle, barely, but it is. I'm going to call it that. And we're still going to close below previous session's open price. And we're to that 23.5% retracement. So one might say, casual observer might say, well, this is not even a textbook retracement, Jim. We have to get down to 38.1, so I'm not worried yet. But this is a bearish engulfing, like I said. But moving averages are still kind of sloping up pretty nicely here. So is and the stochastics is in good shape as well. 329,000 contracts traded in this market today. That is a successful market by any measure. And just take a look at intraday chart. Sorry, wrong intraday chart. This is the right intraday chart. We have plenty of price action for anybody who wants to participate in this market. I've become a super fan, shy of the Ether futures. So thank you for hot commodities today.
Absolutely. I'll see everybody in chat.
All right. Coming up. We're not even, there they are. Just like that. You just think about them. You just think about them mentally and boom, order flow labs. We got Leo, we got Stowe. We're ready to trade the close. Guys, how you doing?
Doing well.
Good. Sorry, I was muted. Doing good.
You're less red now than you were when you popped in the green room.
It's interesting how it goes, right? Yeah, my running is getting up into, I had to do 5 miles today, and there was no way to do that in the morning. So I was like, okay, I got to fit it in the afternoon. So I got done, and I'm pretty much beat red for like 45 minutes. Nothing really calms it down. It's still hot out here today, too. I think it's like 85. So, yeah.
That's tough, man. That's tough. But it's good for you, I think.
Oh, yeah. That's what they tell me. I'm sore all the time, but they tell me it's good for me.
Oh my God. Leo, how about you? Were you out running today?
No, it's too hot here. 95.
Yeah, you'll die.
You'll die.
You gotta get out there in the morning.
We do not want that. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys with the stat.
Okay.
Edge full stat. Initial balance breakout. We've already broken out to the upside of the initial balance. And this is by candle body of a 15-minute candle. So it's got to close below, for a double break, it has to close below the bottom of the initial balance, which is 64.63, give or take. And it's historically, this calendar year, it's only done this 17.09% of the time.
That tracks. That's actually a little high for me. I would have guessed a little lower.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't look like it's going to do it today, but I just thought I'd throw it out there just in case somebody gets crazy.
All right. Sounds good. Keep me honest, Jim. Thank you.
All right, who are we looking at? We got a position cooking?
Yeah, this is me. It's a pretty bad fill. I flubbed it. I switched over to micros. I've had a really good day, and I'm at the point of my day where I can be on winner's tilt if I push harder. So yeah, I'm just playing this balance. I think the chat watched me buy this 890 spot like 8,000 times this morning. So here I am. I have bought it yet again. And so we'll see if we can get to the other side of the range. We'll sell it at the IB and we'll keep partying.
Are you sure you weren't a 70s kid? I mean, you use the terminology, I flubbed it, or this is a turkey. This is lingo for the 70s kids, running around the neighborhood on their Hot Wheels.
I'm an old soul when it comes to my jokes, I guess, possibly. I don't know. There's only so many things you could say and keep it clean, too, turkey. I guess I could do jabroni. That's a Pittsburgh, that's a clean thing.
Yeah, there you go. Right. Anyway, how about you, Leo? Do you got anything on your radar screen right now?
I'm in a short from 971, and I don't really have any opinions right now yet, but I'd like for this to go lower. There's a couple of things on the higher time frame that I noticed. yesterday, and today there was kind of a reaction. Seems interesting. It's a little bit bearish.
So it's war then. War is declared. Fair enough.
Well,
I'll see
I
you in
wouldn't
hell,
call it
Leo.
war. ES is like at the top of its range and you're long. So
I know that is true. ES is definitely happier than NQ at this moment. But
I'm going to try to root for both you guys. So
Friendly fire!
yeah, right out the gate.
no, man, in that event. All right, you guys. I have to. What did Austin say? I have to dip.
You got to dip.
you got to
I
dip.
got. Yeah, I got to dip. So
Wait,
you
how do
guys,
you do that?
you guys have a great weekend. So I'm not going to see you tomorrow. Well, I am going to see.
You're not going to be there tomorrow?
No, I'm seeing both of you tomorrow. Is that right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's right. All right. Don't have a great weekend until we talk about it tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
All right, you
fair
guys.
enough.
Thank you.
All right, peace.
I'm trying to figure out what charts I had up.
What happened?
I pulled up a RTY chart. That's
Ooh,
really
looking at the Russell
interesting.
these days.
Look at it where it bounced from.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
Let me blow this up so
balance
you can
low.
show me. Good afternoon, chat. Hey, Anthony, what's up?
Anthony. You
Deli?
don't call him Anthony. I wanted to look at the ES.
Good morning, Cooper. Good morning. Hey, Nick, what's up, brother?
What's up, Cooper?
Yeah, 80. Yeah, my running weather was definitely nicer than you guys get where you're located. It's still hot. Hot for me.
I'm gonna let that load because I wanted to look at something NES. I think it might just be more pronounced in the old NQ land.
Okay.
But what I wanted to, I guess, draw attention to is there's a couple of things. One, we've had a breakout from this range here, and what's interesting, if you look at it from yesterday's perspective, is we had that decent little sell off right here, and then today, I'm looking at today as kind of a test of the range that we broke down from, right?
Yes.
So if we go, if I could learn how to use the drawing tools on NinjaTrader, it would help a lot. Then like today's high was a spike above all these highs and then returned back into the range. I know we have more or less like a balanced day today, so it's really nothing to write home about, but this is not super bullish in my opinion, right? We have a very large aggressive sell tail from yesterday's open, and then we get kind of that same response when we test back into part of that range.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, I made this joke on Twitter a minute ago about is Stowe ready to get short? And I guess what I was alluding to is,
I
I'm
missed
getting
it.
a little bearish. I'm getting a little bit bearish. Today's short was just more of a reversion trade because we have that spike higher and then we're rotated down to the lower mid. I'm sure you bought it like 1,000 million times.
I did. The chat was quite concerned with the number of times I was hitting the button. They were
nice.
they were sweating it.
Yeah, so I mean, we have a balanced day, and I'm looking to usually fade edges of profile when we do that. So that's what got me short. I was just looking for, I guess I'm holding a couple just in the hopes that we might look for like a bearish close. But I just looked over at ES, and that's why I wanted to pull it up.
Yeah,
and ES is not doing that.
Not at all.
ES is at the top of its range today. Pretty close to the top of it. It does have those two wicks, just like NQ has, but it's just kind of like, I don't know. We'll see. I'll hold on to this just to, just for the sweat, but I don't have a great trade here otherwise, right? So I'm going to stick to this short and see if it runs, and if it doesn't, no problem.
Yeah.
The relative volume is really low. It's like in the 70s. So
I had a feeling that you were going to be short from the top of this bounce. This is typically how you and I will play a balanced day where I'm long on the bottom, you're short on the top.
Back to each other. Yeah.
Yep. I was long in the morning, and on this initial trend, I was looking for like 2450 ish. It would have been like revisit. Yesterday was kind of its. All right, here's yesterday. I got my full screen up. Nice, thank you. So here's yesterday. We opened at the highs. I think we opened at like overnight high, ran it, and then sold right off. And we haven't visited this range yet. We haven't revisited the 30-second or the 5-minute. None of this. We came almost to it today, but we turned around at 24K even. So this is what I was looking at, just a retest in general in the morning. I've been looking at those a lot more. Untested opening ranges off of a trend day, which I think yesterday was a trend day, right? Trend down balance. Oh, look at this.
I wouldn't call it a trend day.
No? Okay.
No.
A lowercase b?
B, yeah, liquidation.
Well, what's happening? Why am I getting all these points?
Well, still, that's what happens when the market goes up after you're long.
Ha! I knew it.
Deli's with me on the bearish idea, short-term bearish idea.
Well, I mean, you guys don't want me on your side, so I'll stay over here on both sides so that your trades can work.
When you're afraid to short the market, I think is actually when we need
to
know.
Okay.
But that will be good because I don't know what to do here.
I think we're just chilling in this balance day. I'm leaning long because of all of this insane activity down here earlier at the 880s. Like I just watched
somebody
bid
lifted
city.
like 300 lots here at
Yeah,
96.
yeah,
Wow.
Yeah. So it was just like a free for all down here, and I'm partying with that guy as long as he wants to. We've broken the overnight high. I think we can still get up to the 4. I'll just move this. To hell with it. We'll see what we can do. I think we can get up there to 24,030. Check that opening range again. But like I said, I had a very good day. So I'm just trying to chill and play the balance while it's in front of me.
Right. That makes sense. Okay. Well,
ES may change its symbol to sus. That's pretty cool. That's close, Deli.
So real, Deli.
It's very real. Oh.
Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Otherwise, we're gonna beg you all afternoon for it.
Yeah, you think we're gonna beat X, Y, and Nick?
1.2 thousand. Well, somebody botted them. View botted them. Hey, Tracy.
Is that confirmed?
Yes.
Hey, Tracy, what's up?
They got view botted, and
well, good for them.
Somebody wanted to love bomb the likes. We know that, Nick. Nick, that was probably you. You probably did it.
I hope that
gaming the system.
The robots learned something while they were in there, because they were trading well yesterday. I was trading with them there for a bit in the afternoon. Also buying a very uncomfortable place. Same thing as I had to do today with that 880 spot.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't on the charts when we tested that OR bid, unfortunately.
Leo, you have some questions in the chat. I'll read them to you.
Oh.
Leo, do you give any credence to the daily TPO when referencing balance or merely value areas based on volume?
Yes, I'm looking at the TPO and the volume profile. So like this volume profile right here is perfect example of a balanced profile. But yes, I do have a TPO chart that I reference as well.
Recursion also asks, what's up with Stowe's bread game these days? Great question, Recursion.
You haven't talked about your bread game recently.
I have not.
Are you still building gluten?
Yes. I'm actually going to make Elias's pepperoni bread this weekend and mail it to him.
Oh, sick.
So yeah, I think I have a good way to mail it. I was going to make it for him a couple weeks ago, and then I forgot that I was going on vacation to the beach. So I did that instead. But I'm actually going to put in some ghost pepper cheese into the mix because I know Elias can hang with the heat. And I think this bread needs like some slow back of the tongue burn with it that it's not quite coming through just from the honey. So yeah,
Like
so
hot
that's
honey?
yeah. So I use hot honey
Mm-hmm.
in the bread and hot honey for the yeast, like yeast booster. It gets it kicking. But it's not that hot. I feel like it could be hotter. Like it's hot. It's good for my kid to eat, but like I think Elias can hang with some heat. So I'm gonna try experiment a little bit
You
with
sure about
some
that?
ghost pepper cheese. Yeah, I'm sure.
Elias is gonna be so mad for me for saying that. Hey, by the way, somebody said, "Is that an RTH profile only?" And the answer is yes. It said every profile I've said is designated for splits RTH and Globex. So
Frank,
I
I
would
just
have a
use regular yeast. I just use instant yeast for this one. It's nice. I can bust it out in a day. Um, and I got the honey in there too. And when you put that in with the sourdough starter, like it can get extremely insane. It's a little more controllable. With just the normal dry instant yeast.
get it as hot as you can and send it to them.
Okay.
I want it to taste good but hurt on the way out.
Oh yeah. Okay. This guy named Bean just says trades. Trades? Yes, Bean. Trades. I'm long, Leo's short. And this is typically how our entire lives have gone. So
Did you say you split the profile at the day session? So I have a profile for Globex and then a profile for RTH. So like this one is the RTH profile. So it would start at the bell. So at 8:30 Central.
Bean, it's trades and cooking yapping. It's both today. That's just the beginning of the things I'm going to yap about too. Like I said, I've made my day today, so I've got nothing but free time.
I've got some jams going. You know, Stowe,
Yes.
I have a are you about to get stopped out here?
No.
I have a confession.
Okay.
I really don't know what you listen to when, like a lot of people listen to music. I'm listening to music right now.
Okay.
I have no idea what you listen to on a regular basis, brother.
Really?
Yeah.
I listen to right now. I have made a playlist of. I just add like the full album of artists that I like, and then I just put that on a giant playlist and mix it. I find that to be a little more effective than the Spotify radio stations. Those things get really repetitive. I don't think they're very good.
Is that why I've been
at coming
listening
up.
to the same songs for 3
Yeah,
weeks?
it sucks. It sucks. If you're a heavy music listener, it really sucks. Right now, I like this Steven Wilson Jr. guy. You would like him too. It's mostly just folk music, quiet, sad country music, like nice vibey times.
Oh, okay. So like you probably would fit on one of my playlists. Let's see. Hang on. I'm gonna name some artists. You tell me if they're in your
Okay.
thing. Mumford and Sons,
Oh yeah, I did get down with them. That's fine.
Angus and Julia Stone,
Nope, don't know who they are. That's cool.
James Vincent McMorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I know who that is.
Let's see who else would be like a
I could just tweet the whole thing.
Canyon City. No.
Yes, I know who that is.
Okay. The Chainsmokers, obviously. Mumford and Sons. Did I already say Mumford and Sons?
Yes, I've sent you all this stuff before. Jason Isbell, John Moreland,
Vance Joy.
No, I don't know who that is either.
Okay. Somebody said Leo has banger bomb playlists, but he won't share them. Well, I might. I might now. Now that you've called me out, I used to share them, and people liked them, and then I shared them, and like nobody liked them anymore. So maybe you just like it. Recursion.
Yeah, Leo needs the hype if you're gonna keep getting stuff from him. That's
I
important.
have to have hype. I
Gotta
live
have
on
the
dopamine.
Hey XY, hey brother. Yeah, recursion, Billy Strings, of course.
Somebody asked about the delta profile. Has such pronounced levels. What settings make it look like that? That's because this guy lifted 300 lots, and everything else is small compared to that. So it's an anomaly.
Dr. Steve Brule says, answer the question, Stowe. I don't know what question you asked. I think I know that person from Twitter.
Yes, I am sitting on a short right now, and I'm not going to let go of it.
Same with this long.
I'm sitting on it, and I'm not going to get up.
Oh, look at this fancy boy here at 9:30.
Should probably move my stop to just in front. I'll be like you cool kids.
Don't come crying when that thing gets ticked out and then it nukes from there though, like that gold trade. I don't want to see. If anybody's crying on here, it's gonna be XY and nobody else.
Yeah, Nick, I'm holding for 0. 0. I'm not going to trade. I'm going to watch you two battle it out.
I mean, we're not really fighting.
There can only be one winner.
You guys ever see a grown man cry on stream?
Here's the thing. XY. I'm just telling you because I know you're on this. I know you're watching.
He's in there, yeah.
You cannot continue to say, "Have you ever seen a grown man cry?" and not actually cry. Like, there's got to be a point where tears need to come off of your face.
The bit needs to pay off.
Or it's done. It's over. Okay? So either pay up or shut up.
What the hell is ES doing over there? It's really going.
Do you know what it sounds like when doves cry? No idea.
You big Prince fan? Ooh. 9:30 guy got filled.
Hey.
Hey.
Lifting some offers.
Oh, Uncle Lucius. Okay. All right, I will, brother. I'll write it down.
Hello?
We're writing it down. Uncle
Prince is an excellent basketball
Lucius band. Okay. That's true, JS. That's true.
How many likes do you think we would get if XY legitimately cried on live TV?
Well, no, it works for some people.
My 40-year-old manager literally slapped her face crying over some data not entering into their CRM. That
Yikes.
sounds terrible.
Yeah, that sounds a little unhinged. Leo, could you explain why you didn't close your position at 870s? What's your target?
I said my target is 0. No, I wasn't paying attention. I think we were just getting on stream, or I was listening to Jim. I probably should have covered at least one here, but these are runners. I was in a little more when I put this trade on, and yeah, maybe I should take one off and then hold for a break of the lows, but it doesn't, it's not giving liquidation end of day vibes. It's giving, it's giving we're going to sit here and chop around in the middle of the range vibes,
Yep. Yeah, this is the same way I play these balance days too. And this is actually a really nice one. You have like some volume left at the top, a volume node at the bottom, then like the big chunk in the middle. It's a pretty great balance day. So yeah, I like to get long at the low, and then I take profit into the VWAPs and then hold for the other side of the VWAP thing. I'm not great at shorting, so I just leave this alone up here, and then I wait for it to come back to the other side and then do it again. Yeah. It's just easier for my brain not to have to switch contexts like that in a balanced day. Some people can do it. I can't.
So I got a question for you, Stowe, because this probably comes up for a lot of people that that some people will see this as chop, right? You go up, down, up, down, up, down. We don't go anywhere. Other people see this and see this as money, like this is a money making day.
Yep.
So for those that trade these days well, right? How do you know, or what are some clues that you can give yourself that it's no longer, like, obviously you want to trade the edges, right? So when we come down here to the bottom of the range, you're looking for bids to get long. We come up here to the top of the range, you're looking for offers, selling to come in to get short.
Yep.
That's kind of like the default mode, right? So what are some clues that you would see or look for that would suggest that we're no longer balanced and that we're breaking away from the balance?
It's all about these VWAP bands for me, dude. I mean, I got the whole thing going right now, And we saw like this actually happened live this morning. We dropped out of the +1, and the thing went from a 45-degree angle to a flat top, and I was like, we're losing the trend. And then we proceeded to rotate down to the other side, and then throughout the entire day, it's just a bracket up and down. It's wiggled around a little bit, but it's the range is getting smaller, and it's flat on both sides. So if this is going to leave either of those sides, it's going to pierce the +1 or the -1. It's going to hang out in there for a bit. And then as it hangs out in there long enough, that slope will change. And if that slope changes, that gives me the clue, stop playing the edges.
Nothing about speed or velocity or anything like that? You don't look for any clues from that perspective?
Nope.
Gotcha.
I don't know. Should
I
I
mean,
be?
Can you answer any question without saying VWAP bands?
Not really. I mean,
Cool.
I use it for everything, dude. It's it's how I judge like the broader action of the day. It's that slope is so important to me, and how I'm approaching what kind of trade I'm going to be in, or what kind of trade I'm not going to be in. Yeah.
Someone said Stowe uses VWAP bands in the bedroom.
Yeah. Oh, well.
He's like, yeah, well, I do. Standard deviations.
Listen, I've had one kid, so that proves something, right? Am I right?
Okay, I'm actually going to cover one since speaking of VWAP, we're at 24.
Yeah, there you go. See, can you cover a trade without using VWAP, Leo?
Yeah, I can. I was just saying, since we're here, we're talking about VWAP. It's a good place to cover, position when we're rotating around it. Yeah, I'm just trying to challenge your views. I'm just challenging your views about VWAP. What is Kane saying?
Kane thinks we're just hedging because you're short and I'm long.
Who said we're not?
This is a very elaborate strangle.
Go to bed, Kane. Go to bed.
Get to bed.
It's your bedtime. Didn't it? Recursion said.
Yeah, I mean, Delta trade with ISIS. I'm a Delta guy. Like, yeah, I'm a Delta guy too. That's how I know to execute. But
look at all. I mean, are you not scared of all these offers right here? Look.
Oh, whatever.
All those buyers just got stuffed.
Like I said, I mean, I've scalped this thing 80 times. If it comes and takes me out and then gets back up over this 890 spot again, I'm probably gonna buy it again.
I said it like a Yankee. What's funny is like, where does that come from? Because obviously it's in code, but is that where it came from? Is like people say, isn't it from just the code?
I don't have a clue why people say that.
It's not in our DNA to say it correctly, isn't it? Good afternoon, volume profiler.
Queen's Royal Chambers. Yeah, we use anchored VWAPs all the time. If there's an extreme move, or a leg or a rotation that you're trying to focus on, obviously on a balanced day, there's not really much to anchor to, but if you get an extreme low, anchor off of that sometimes. Some dude in the chat this week was using an anchored VWAP from like last Thursday to some effect. So, actually I need to read that damn VWAP book again.
Do you know what today's low is?
Wait, like the pre-market low or the actual low?
The actual low.
Do you want to see the ugly chart? Because I do know what it is from the ugly chart.
Oh my gosh. Every time we show the ugly chart, we lose likes. If you show the ugly chart, it doesn't work.
Maybe they like the ugly chart.
Do you like the ugly chart? Chat, let's see. Do we like the ugly chart? Yes or no?
Do you want to see it again, chat? There it is. Oh, yeah.
Kane unsubbed and unliked. Kane probably won't even come on the stream anymore.
Well, more streams for me, Mr. Kane. Enjoy it, Sin. Look at it. Look at it.
That looks like the morning after a long night of booze.
That's okay. Could be. Could be. Can you believe that I'm able to look at this and glean something?
Deli
I
said
know.
attractive people and attractive charts to follow his lead. I guess you got to go, brother.
Um,
Why would you let Stowe use these colors? I've had many a talks with Stowe about his chart colors, and he doesn't.
Pharm's trying to get me to use a year-to-date view up.
It's not okay. It's not. It's not okay.
I don't look at anything beyond a month because I just don't like to get lost in the sauce. But yeah, that's extremely effective too, especially if you're going to do high time frame trading stuff. Yeah, you should throw that on.
All of my colors come from Leo. That's right, Recursion. That's right.
Also, same. If there's ever a color that's gross, it's because I had to make my own chart. Know this.
80% of the DOMs that you see on Twitter are mine.
True.
That's not a lie.
Very true.
Not a lie. There are other colors besides monochrome and red and blue. I don't know.
Cut me
Not
some
for
slack.
trading.
I made that chart in 1600 BC. Oh, brutal.
Oof.
So good.
That's right, Kane, and he knows it. I've been using a DOM when Leo was in a diaper. How old are you, Trade Futures?
I mean, it's possible, dude. We are old.
Don't want to see any red or blue for psych reasons. That's I can respect that.
That's fine. Yeah, lots of people have that. Like, they just like a black and white chart.
My ass is clenched. I'm telling you guys.
Oh, that's a snip.
They've got some good ones now. That's great. Oh God.
What'll be the next? What's going to be next level is when we put our own clips in the stream, and they can't do anything about it.
That's true. We need that with the stream deck thing. We'll just start dropping.
That's when I'll get. That's when I'll get the phone call from the management. Hey Leo, got time for a call?
I missed that from the stream too. So that was a new clip in many ways for me. That was awesome.
Okay, legit. We have 146 likes. That's so bad.
We're doing
so
good.
What are we gonna
those
do?
numbers up? Those are rookie numbers.
Exactly.
Pump them. We don't have any. Do we? All we have is hats. Do you want to do? You want to do
Kane,
something?
like it. Like the chat. Do it, Kane.
I know we're trying to get subscribers up too. So if you haven't subscribed,
subscribers.
Yeah, we're trying to get to 150K.
Where are we at?
I think it's at like 138 or something like that. So we're pretty close.
That's pretty far away.
Oh, you think so? I'm more of a glass half full guy. So
we're doing something pretty cool at 150,000 subs. You think it's going to be giveaways?
They said they were going to get us each our own personal pan pizza. You get to pick.
Oh, your own flavor. Sick. That's like so, sixth grade, fifth grade, fourth grade.
That's
stuff.
right. It's good. Yeah, we're getting Book It. I mean, you remember when Pizza Hut used to come with Bill and Ted DVDs? You remember that? That was so sick. That was the best era of time and space. There you go. 1992 Pizza Hut pan pizza, JS. You know.
And a giveaway for your course. I don't have a course.
Leo has a course. Just DM me for the details. I'm in charge of that course. It's mostly about how to color long-term view up bands to piss off your friends.
How to piss off your trading friends and lose money.
Betrayal.
Ooh. I have a course on trend lines and 10 a.m. reversals.
Ooh.
It's only fair. Kane.
Shots fired.
You can't say you have a view up course and not let me say I have a 10 a.m. reversal course. Just saying. I might be the 10 a.m. reversal expert. Somebody asked how I was reading the volume profile. I think we covered that. There's going to be opportunities for us to put more in-depth information out there on some of the stuff that we use day to day.
Yes.
But we actually did, for the person that asked that question, we did 2 1-hour episodes on a podcast called Painting the Tape.
Yes, we did.
And they are all about volume profile.
Yeah, it was so much that we had to do 2 episodes. It was insane.
Where is it? Where is it?
Let me see how long those things were.
Volume profile 1 and 2.
Yep. Wow,
But-
November. No, October and November 2024, dude. That was almost a year
Yeah.
ago. Holy
Yeah.
smokes. Crazy.
And it's not dead yet. There's hope for
Yes.
Painting the Tape.
Yes, there is. I can't believe we needed to do 2 episodes.
So for those wanting for that to come back, stick around.
yeah, maybe subscribe to this channel.
Good morning, Trader Nautilus. What happened
Hey,
to
brother.
Painting the Tape? Only Spotify now. We just wanted to clean up where the information was so that it wasn't like disparate places. It's on Apple Podcast and
Yeah.
Spotify.
Yeah, it's on everywhere that podcasts can exist. It's
Also,
I pulled
Brian
it off
makes a
YouTube
good
just to
point.
clean it up.
Brian makes a good point. If you have kids and they're in the room with you or the car or just in the general
Yeah.
vicinity, just put on headphones.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's for adults. I say the F word. It's an unfiltered podcast. Well, it actually is filtered, believe it or not. So there were things that weren't on there. But this is before I worked clean, before I became the Seinfeld of streamer boys.
Yeah, you can actually get my chart book for free. I've posted thousands of chart books on the online, but there's going to be a, like I said, centralized resource for that and the podcast stuff.
I think if we do more podcast episodes, I probably won't curse. I think my cursing is almost gone in my normal life.
No.
Yeah, dude, it really is. Like I easily curse like 10 to 15% the amount that I used to. And
Very
sometimes
nice.
yeah, right? And sometimes I'll curse and I'll be like, ugh, that didn't feel very good. It's weird.
Podcasts on Spotify and Apple. How many chart
Yeah.
books are in your data folder, Leo? Oh, too many.
Ooh.
Swearing is a black in lexicon. There are so many better words. Actually, scientifically, Dave, the people that use the F word more frequently are known to have higher IQ. I mean, it's scientific. Don't trust the science.
We saw my IQ was 69 though the other day. So that's clearly from stopping swearing.
Why are we bidding all of a sudden just out of nowhere?
Because market goes up and to the right, Leo.
It can also go down and to the right. Okay. Don't forget. Leo, sorry, you said where are those available? On my Twitter, I've posted many versions of chart books for years. But like I said, I'm gonna post, there's going to be a resource for some of this stuff where I can just say go to this place and then it'll all just be there. Right now you might have to search on my Twitter handle.
This 300 lot dude is partying again higher.
At
Keeps
39.75.
pulling it up. Holy moly, look at ES.
What
ES
are
is-
you? ES is the most sus market. I'm just calling
What?
it ES. I'm just going to start calling it sus just because Anthony coined that.
What happened after Tracy told us that all hedge funds were net short the Russell? What happened to the Russell after that? I would like to know.
I think it went down,
Okay.
right? I was just looking at the Russell chart.
Oh, he pulled. Yoink.
He pulled it higher.
Yep. Now he did get filled at 9:30.
Yeah, we see it.
But that time he pulled up back to 947. Okay. This previous day close has been a bit of a jerk today also. So this might be.
Well, the Russell did rally pretty hard after they, because Tracy told us that on Monday, right?
I think so. It was someday this week.
It rallied a good amount. So it's only pulled back today.
Look at this thing. Let's go. Oh, now he's gone. Now he's completely gone.
There's still some at 91 at 50.
Yeah. That's his previous
it was
spot.
Monday.
I'm gonna close.
They bait the short with large orders, and it seems and remove it. Do you believe that?
Me?
Honest question.
No, I do not believe that.
No, somebody in the chat said that.
Oh, okay.
No offense at all. You are bullish after the PPI data?
Dave, this might surprise you.
We don't trade macro whatsoever.
We don't know what the PPI data was.
I don't even know. What was the number, Dave?
What was the number? It wasn't good. I think they told us that on the channel earlier, but
was it high?
It was hot.
A hot PPI. So CPI was in line. Did they fire the guy that runs the PPI data yet?
I don't know.
Tracy, are they going to fire the PPI guy?
guy?
It's on the ticker below you. Oh, that shows how much I pay attention, Tracy.
Yes, fire him. Okay, Dave, here's the thing. This is why I think this is hilarious. That what you just said, it was 3 times what they expected, right? So anytime these data prints move the market, the thing that happened was the analysts were wrong extremely, right? So the whole thing doesn't even really revolve around what the actual number was. It's a game of like the analyst thinks it's this. If it's close, then the market wiggles less than if it's far away from the guess. Then the market wiggles a lot. I don't know how that translates into anything tradable at all.
CPI, PPI, FBI, BMI, Lakers in 5. That's what XYZ said.
Kobe.
That sounds like a rhyme.
Oh, Tracy says that guy's getting fired too. I would fire some analysts. That's just me. It seems like a weatherman problem. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, I would never really fire anybody. I don't know if you've ever had to fire somebody. It's certainly not fun. I'm glad I just work for myself now and get myself in trouble.
Yeah. So anyways, what else about this day is exciting?
Oh, I don't know. Nothing.
Do you think tomorrow's going to be a good trade?
Yeah, of course. It's Friday and you and me are partying every day. Every Friday like that's going to be cool.
We're going to be live on NinjaTrader for the open tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
So not only do you get to trade with us today and watch this boring price action, hopefully tomorrow won't be so boring.
Yes, Mark, I've had to fire people before.
I've had to legitimately fire my brother.
Mm.
No, I'm
That
not even
sucks.
joking.
That blows. That sounds like no fun.
Mm-hmm.
I had to fire my kid the other day from cleaning up the basement. She made a bigger mess than when she started. So I was like, you know what? Why don't you just go play outside? Just you and me, we're not really vibing right now with the vacuum cleaner. So why don't you go ahead? Just go outside with your friends. Let me figure this out.
That was the scam, Stowe.
I know. Dude, she scams me.
She did that on
5
purpose.
minutes. I know she did. You heard her yesterday. We were trying to be on the phone and she's like, Dad. She's trying to see if her friend could watch this cartoon. I know her friend's not allowed to watch. I'm like, no, man.
What you do is you tell her to go stare in a corner for the chat.
With a dunce cap on.
See,
That's a very oldie timey.
That how old is she?
She's almost 6.
Okay, so G is 6. and he's got one of those trundle beds, so like
Oh yeah.
top bed and then like one that pulls out.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. This is not even. I could send you pictures. His room is so messy that after a while, he pulled out his trundle bed, the bottom part, and his room is so messy right now that you couldn't push it in so that he could sleep on his top bed. So he just sleeps on the trundle. He's been sleeping on the trundle bed for like a month. But like we have a 8-week-old baby.
Oh yeah.
It's so hard, and she is 100% like just. It's very difficult right now because she wants to be held 24/7. So who's gonna clean Graham's room?
Looks like Spider-Man's on his own. Oh, Tracy says we have retail sales at 8:30 tomorrow.
Ooh.
So, all right, so that's cool. Okay, so we got something.
That's 8:30, so that would be pre-market it.
Yeah. It's like half hour before we come on. Should be good.
Yeah. Retail sales will be a blockbuster. I spend $5,000 a month at Costco. My
Dr.
wife can
Steve,
do that in a day.
Dr. Steve asked, do I ever trade ES depending on relative strength? They're always NQ. Yes, I traded a ton of ES today.
Oh, do you know what else is tomorrow? Hold on.
All right, you go ahead. I'm answering the chat questions. All right, go ahead.
Tomorrow is your favorite report.
The milk auction? I tried.
What's your favorite report? I think you just want to get them to trigger the merit.
I do.
Okay.
Anyway,
what is it? What is it?
What's my favorite report?
Yes.
Oh, I like the
University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Report.
Yeah, consumer sentiment. Yes, thank you. That thing cost me several $1,000s. I'll never forget. Yeah, it was super fun. It was a super fun day.
That's where you learn about a thing called what?
Velocity logic.
That's right.
Everyone's favorite thing called what happens in a velocity logic event.
We should talk about it.
You want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my stop move. Stupid chart. Please explain the logic.
Okay.
You do it, Stowe. Let's hear your version of your understanding of V logic.
Okay. Before I do this,
can I interrupt you and tell you if you're wrong, like mid-sentence?
No.
Okay.
No. You want me to go? I gotta go.
Okay. I think this order's totally.
If you guys want a real explanation of this, you can just Google velocity logic event. And on the CME website, there's like an 8-minute video and some nice lady walks you through what actually happens. But from my understanding, when price moves too fast, too far, based on a threshold of like a look back period, there is like something they base it off of. They freeze everything and reset the order book. And if you are in a position during that and you have limit orders on the book, they will no longer exist. They'll get skipped over. It will all depend on where price eventually reappears after the velocity logic event is solved. So it's kind of like what happens at like if you watch the DOM like a few minutes before the overnight session starts, I guess that's like 5:55 Eastern time. You'll see, orders start to populate and it's like it's setting up the game basically. Occasionally that needs to reset in the middle of, some extreme price discovery. And that's what a velocity logic event is. How'd I do? Terrible? Scale of 1 to 10?
Mid 5.
Nice. Cool. Either way, the point is, this is why you avoid news events because your stops don't matter. Nothing matters in those events. They can get completely removed from the book, skipped over, that sort of thing. So it's a it's a literal coin toss going into those events. And that's why we're always flat into news. That's why it's important to know when the news is, not what the news is. All right, so there you go. Do you want to tell them what it really is?
No, you said it well.
Nice. Okay.
It's a micro halt, essentially.
Tiny halt, David. Yes.
So like if you ever watch the Sunday Open, you have a Dom, you would see what we call the pre-staging, the pre-market.
Yes.
Not Globex pre-market, but like the pre-staging. So what happens is price and price and the velocity of price moves too fast versus the algorithm, right? There's a mathematical equation.
Yeah. I said all these things. Nailed it. Nailed it.
Listening.
I knew you were listening. Yeah. Dr. Steve Relay says, so I nailed it, but you gave me a 5 out of 10. Yeah. Of course.
I'm not even done. No, but for real. It's essentially a mini halt. And the problem is that when that happens, all the limit orders get pulled off the order book. So if you have a stop order and it becomes a market order when it gets tagged, guess what? Market orders are invalid during a V-logic event. So you're stuck in a position and you're trying to market out of your trade, whatever, and the order gets rejected because in that pre-open stage, market orders are not allowed, limit orders only, because they're trying to build up liquidity in the market. Market orders don't provide liquidity. They're taking liquidity, right? And so you're trying to flatten your position when that V-logic event happens and then the actual, the order book like legit stops. And that's why it doesn't work.
Stowe said it better. I agree. Thanks, buddy.
I don't care.
I did put a link to the CME website that explains, everything you need to know about that. You should know about all this stuff.
The reality is that trading or putting positions on for any binary event as a day trader or an intraday trader, there's like a meme there, right? Day trader versus like intraday trader. You know that with that Winnie the Pooh is like day trader and then the one that's like intraday trader. It sounds better.
Just the profile.
Right. But anyways, if you're putting on risk as an intraday trader before a binary event, you're just asking for trouble. You're asking for a problem, because if you get caught up in a velocity logic situation, you don't have any recourse. You're at the mercy of what happens in the market.
Yep.
And the market can't drop it can go through. I've seen 2 back-to-back velocity logic events where the market's dropped 100 points. V-logic kicks in, the market drops another 100 points. V-logic kicks in again, and you're not able to get out of your trade. So the truth is that, as an intraday trader, unless you have like a very large distance between where you're at and price, maybe like you're in a runner or you just have like a very large cushion on your trade, I would not recommend holding any trade through a news event unless you're willing to take that risk. It's a significant amount of risk.
Yep. Phoenix, how many velocity logic events have there ever been? I don't know. I see at least one a week.
There's probably been 12 to 16 this year, bare minimum, probably more than that.
Yeah. Yeah, it happens all the time. I mean, it usually happens pre-market on, CPI stuff. That time that it happened to me during consumer sentiment, Michigan, still mad about that because that was an orange folder. It's not supposed to do that. It's a lesson there.
What was it? It
was consumer
folder?
sentiment. Yeah, it was orange.
Okay.
Yeah, so the color of the folder lied to me that day.
I took that risk with NFP and lost $3,000. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Usually it'll take you one trip to Lesson Town.
Stupid folder.
Yeah, Cause asks, how long does it last? It's like a couple seconds.
Yeah, essentially there's an algorithm, right? That's a order matching algorithm. So there's, limit orders have to come in and match up just like they do Sunday on the Sunday open. And so once they get enough liquidity there to agree on the next opening price, then they'll, the market will open back up.
Yeah, Jeff, I think Leo said Michigan was tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central. 9 a.m. Central. 9 a.m. Central.
Pharm's messing with me.
Lied.
We don't pay
Pharm
attention
say?
to macro. I do pay attention to when the news is and what color the folders are.
Okay, so there's a difference
don't know
between
what it is.
there's a difference between being aware of a huge news drop and trading your getting short or long because of some macro number. But go on with the jokes.
Go on.
Go on. Clip that.
The red-blue volume indicator we both have is called a delta volume profile. And this is showing the difference between the ask minus the bid. And it puts a little number over there based on tick compression. I have mine set to 9. Leo's is set to 11 or 10, something like that. I don't remember.
7.
7.
I've turned it up or down, depending on how you look at it. Do we have enough likes yet? I don't think we have enough. Can we get up to like 250?
That's funny for him. Yeah, PPI was so bad that we backtested and held prior balance highs. Exactly.
So bad that we tested last week's, I don't know what, last month's high? Yeah.
Leo, how did you all come up with the OFL tools?
Great question. I'm glad you asked. How do we come up with them? we found a very smart developer, and we told him we want things to happen on the chart when other things happen in the order book or on the chart. And we did enough of that for many, many years. And then we had like a bunch of these tools. And so we made them available 4 years ago. And enough people like them, like traders like them. And we've stayed around 4 years. Actually, a lot of people that are part of OFL today have been around for, since day one.
Pretty good.
So that speaks to.
That's some pretty good longevity.
Yeah. They're not magic. They're not, you're not going to just like buy and sell based on a thing printing or not printing or whatever, but they help with context. They help you understand like what's happening underneath the hood. And that is a huge advantage when, otherwise you might just have a candlestick and a volume profile.
Mr. Deck asks, who is winning, red or blue? It's not like that. So please don't think like that. I know you're just kidding.
He's got jokes.
Yeah, he's got jokes. But yeah, for anybody that's listening, it's not like that. I just use the delta volume profile at specific locations to gauge interest and to see if there are other market participants much larger than me that I can piggyback on their idea for 10 to 30 points. That is the sum of my game. The end. Actually, Happy Crab, I have been flat for quite a while. I took my 30 points here at the previous day close about 10 minutes ago.
ES is so annoying right now. It just looks like it's going to run the highs.
Price is ripping. What's up with that?
3 points away. Let's get that MOC move.
It's a bull market, baby. What you going to do?
It is a bull market. I gave a hint to potential bearishness activity when we got on stream.
That's some high time
we got
frame
to
stuff,
250.
Though.
Look at that. A respectable 250 likes.
Oh, really?
In the chat.
That's pretty good. I mean, we used to be shooting for 200. I know those turkeys cheated yesterday, and I'll prove it.
Prove it.
Frank, is the best way to see a good demo of the OF lab indicator on YouTube? Yeah, I mean, we have been demonstrating how to use them since April, March.
There's also a lot of like explainer tools, like focused, explainer videos on Order Flow Labs YouTube as well.
Yeah.
So you
yeah,
can watch that.
there's lots of different ways to use the tools, and we talk about all of them. Yeah, cheers to you, Frank. Thank you.
XYZ is going to be on tomorrow, so it's going to be me and Stowe in the morning trading the open, and then we're going to hand off to XYZ the choppiest market that he's ever traded.
Oh, we're doing that again?
Yeah.
Sick. I'll probably just hang. That was fun. XY, you want me to stick around for yours again?
Are you going to stay on for 3 hours?
Yeah, I did last time.
Jeez.
Dude, I like hanging out with you guys.
Stowe's a trooper. I've got to help step in with the daddy duty from time to time.
I have to get my oil changed. That's it. That's all I got in the book tomorrow.
Maybe if you hang with me, Leo won't leave me with a 5-point range market.
We had some tradable stuff last Friday for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. A big, very good VWAP long that sucked to hold. Hey, there's Mr. 300 back at 949.
Oh, Joe, hold on. Joe, please send me a DM on Twitter. I want to talk to you about it. Broken Bow is amazing. It's amazing. But I want to know more information, like to give you a proper answer.
Oh, that 950 guy pulled again. That's funny.
My DMs are open, so just shoot me a DM on Twitter.
My DMs are closed, so nobody talk to me.
That was funny, Stowe.
Harry has a Harry has a question about money wired directly to NinjaTrader, allocated directly to one's own account. Yeah, that's what happens when you send a wire for sure.
We probably shouldn't be answering NinjaTrader support questions, though.
That's fair. But yeah, just hit up NinjaTrader support for that. I don't know. When I wire money to the my NinjaTrader account, it just shows up in there. So
for 400 likes, hold on. 400 likes and XYZ wakes up at 6 a.m. tomorrow?
I'm up at 6. I'm up at 5:30 every day. This guy needs 400 likes.
Does that mean a 3-hour? Does that mean a 3-hour trade session with 3 people? We're putting the NinjaTrader management in a pickle here.
Sorry, I'm not trying to answer weird questions like that, but yeah,
that's what you said, XY. I think that's what I took it as. If we get 400 likes, you're going to come trade with us. You're not going to trade for 3 hours. I'm only going to wake up.
He's just going to wake up.
What? I don't. What is that? That's not even like. What does that even mean? 400 likes and XYZ wakes up. Who cares? Nobody cares if you wake up. Are you sleeping now, XY? Is he asleep right now?
Leo, what's Broken Bow?
It's an area in Oklahoma.
Okay.
It's a beautiful place.
That's
it's
cool.
like where you go, like it's full. It's just like, Oklahoma is flat.
Mm-hmm.
Is flat, like
yes,
very flat. And there are trees, but it's not like Georgia, right? Georgia has tons of trees.
Yes.
It's farmland, right? Like it's not Indians and robbers and whatever that most people think it is. But Broken Bow is in southeastern Oklahoma, and it's super hilly, tons of trees. It reminds me a lot of like Georgia, right?
Okay.
But Broken Bow has a lake around it, and it's basically like there's like tons of cabins that are just like embedded into the woods, just all kinds of different places. And it's just super cool. Like it's a great
Sounds
place
awesome.
to go visit. We go there all the time. Get a cabin, go to the lake. They have all kinds of, various like places to go and things to do, especially for kids. The tick size of your delta profile affect your trading? I'm not sure.
I don't
do
think
love
so.
Georgia.
I mean, I've got 9 ticks on mostly so you guys can see it. Like any smaller, it would be pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm normally compressed a little lower than that. But no, I mean, it's the same theory. It's just, it becomes more of a range the more of compression you have on it. That's it.
Deli, can you please get on the offer on ES? They're about to pop the high.
It's got to be making a new high, right?
It's about to.
All right, yeah.
It probably
Nathan
will.
Johnson asks, there appears to be numerous YouTube videos on order flow. Can you drop a link to the best place to get started learning order flow? If you give us
That's
a
beautiful
little
thing.
bit.
That's the beautiful thing. What were you going to say before I cut you off?
If you give us a little bit, we'll be able to provide lots of good stuff for you. There is recently a rise in the usage of the term order flow to describe many things that may or may not be actual order flow. Do the nerds
shots fired?
Yeah, not necessarily. It's just the vernacular changes all the time. It's just like the social media zeitgeist. People just call stuff different. Like, is this price action? Is this price action? Is this order flow? Is VWAP order flow? Is a candlestick order flow? I don't know. Probably not. But I mean, we've been doing this for a bit, so we consider the tape to be the time in sales. Lots of people will say, the tape is bullish when just candlesticks are going up. It's just people just say weird stuff. That being said, we'll have some stuff for you soon.
But also, there's tons of stuff on YouTube, and the great thing about YouTube is you can watch various videos from various sources, and there's truth in the middle of all of it usually. Or something that what I learned when I was getting started is that usually every video that I watched or was, trying to learn from, there was some little nugget built in to each one.
Right. Dero asks, what does an oil change cost on my side? I think it's like 45 clams. I got a coupon, so don't act like I don't have a coupon. Think I'm not rolling in there with a coupon? Because I'm never not going without a coupon.
Coupon for oil change.
XY's got jokes today. many jokes.
So there said the word dollars. It's crazy. Everything is in clams.
Yeah, I like to say clams. I like to say, how many clams is that going to run me? It's just, it's fun. Like Jim said, I'm from the 70s.
Or just force me to get out.
He's my
Yes, is tickling the high.
Hey, Shab. What's up?
Shab's in the chat. Good afternoon, Shab. We are just watching NQ grind against my entry for runners, or just one runner because I've covered that other one. And sus market is doing sus things right now.
Mm-hmm. Yes. We got to be at that algo here shortly. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great if we double topped intraday and sold off from?
I don't see it go. I mean, this is where it's gonna retrace from right here on NQ. So that makes sense to me.
That would be hilarious. Poor high. Let's just leave a poor high behind. NQ has a great high. Sussy jealous? No, I'm just irritated, annoyed, even.
Annoying.
Somebody's asleep at the wheel.
Nathan is asking real questions. Sorry. So Nathan again
Is there a
says,
fake
Attention
question?
traders, it's
No.
algo time.
I just want to actually give him some time because we're just goofing around. Nathan is 2 weeks into futures trading and trying to learn all things technical indicators. Am I too much of a noob to even think about diving into order flow? Okay. So I would just say you're 2 weeks into a process that is going to take you a long time. Order flow is a concept. It's not necessary. It can be a way to trade. It can be a way to execute, but it's a matter of watching what actual orders are doing in the market around inflection points that are usually MGI, or market generated information is what that stands for. I think the best thing you can do when you first start is to just start somewhere extremely simple and try to learn about the product that you're trying to trade, try to learn, like, what is this stuff even, before you dig into, trying to scalp order flow. Like that's like a couple years down the road for you probably. So just get comfortable with what this actually is and, take it slow, go from there, and be kind to yourself because you're going to mess up, and that's okay. That's part of it.
So encouraging, Stowe
You gotta
is
be, dude.
Such an encouraging guy.
You got to put it into the world, dude. You got to put that good stuff in the world. It'll shoot right back at you if you're comfy. Oh, Tracy's got some news. Intel U.S. discussing plan that would bolster Ohio expansion. Okay.
I would agree with what you said. I think you just have to learn the basics. And the basics are like, many people that are trading futures don't even know what a futures contract means or what it is.
Yeah.
What is rollover? Why do we roll over? Basic like leverage. Like, obviously you're trading a market that has leverage. How much leverage? Like, what's the leverage? What is the margin? What does it mean if you want to hold a trade overnight? All of that stuff is important to you. Who participates in the market?
Yep.
How's the market made? Right? There's all kinds of things that you would just need to know, just not because you need to know them to execute a trade, but just because you need to know what you're doing generally. And then you should just go down the path of very basic, support and resistance, just very basic concepts, and then work down to, like execution layers. I see order flow, reading the tape, as more of an execution layer. And you only want to get to that point when you're ready to, start expressing ideas. And an expression of an idea would be putting a trade on, right?
Yep.
And so that's where order flow comes into play. Yes, is definitely looking to target new highs. It's really annoying. I think I'm just going to flatten up.
Short life hacks. I guess I agree that new traders come in via prop funding firm marketing. Yeah, that might be true, but also new traders come in just from normal. Lots of new traders come into the market all the time, and the educational part of like, what is this thing? I mean, XY and I talked about this yesterday, where it was like, we had a whole segment one day just explaining to people that you can lose more money than you've put into your brokerage account. And that's just a part of the way that futures leverage works. And that's all stuff you should know before you sit down at the table. So I think that there's a lot to be said for just, learning what this is, learn how to express your ideas. And then, once you're digging through a bunch of those educational concepts, like whether it be volume profile stuff or support and resistance, or I don't know, ICT stuff too, price action stuff, wick off stuff. There's tons of ways to trade. Just find the one that makes sense to you and see if you can figure out how to make money at it in sim. And then if you can figure out how to make money at it in sim, then maybe you can make money at it in real life. So. Recursion, you can only get a margin call if you answer the phone. That's also key. I see Chicago. Anybody from Chicago calls me, straight to voicemail, baby. And I keep that voicemail stacked high. You can't even hear my voice on it. It just says, this user's voicemail is full. And then my brokerage goes, we'll get him next time. These are jokes.
When Chicago calls me, I just turn off my phone.
Yep.
And delete the app, uninstall.
That was a big sweep.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's so slow that even the 50 algo and the 55 are just lackluster.
Yep. Yeah, it's quite thick up here.
Lackluster.
We're just going to keep it. I mean, we're right at previous day close.
Yeah, I see that.
We're going for the unchanged
chart,
of the unchanged.
Yep, I see that, buddy. I've got it
nice.
right
You
here.
do have it on yours.
Yeah.
I don't have it on mine.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Chad, I support all trading disciplines. Whatever works for you. I don't care. I like to see people make money and do cool things with it. That's what makes me happy.
I prefer moon cycles.
Yeah. See, great point. Lots of people really trade those. Is that insane to me? Certainly. Does it work? I don't know. Maybe.
Getting a lot of voicemail from futures firms asking you to trade with them again.
Hey, everybody, be nice in the chat.
Who's being mean?
I don't know. They're yelling at each other about ICT stuff. Don't yell at each other. It's not worth it. Be kind to each other. This is a safe place for everybody that wants to trade however they want to trade. Nobody's right or wrong. Billion ways to trade.
Yeah,
that's true, Frank.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
When you get a bunch of people on stream together that trade slightly different styles and they end up in the same trade, tells you something.
That happens to me and Chris all the time. And you know what's annoying? Chris is usually in a better position than me. Like today, for sure. I was like, oh my God, how do you get it right there? I got banged around right off the open. He just bought it pre-market, just hung. Got the whole thing. So yeah.
Pretty boring afternoon, to be honest. We started right here and just rallied up in this channel. Cooper's probably got a nice bag. I would guess he was buying some of these little lows. 2 minutes and then it's a day.
Yeah, pretty good.
So glad I quit trading and came to the stream. I'm glad you came to the stream too, Recursion.
Yeah, me too. Yep. So nice little balance spot. You know, range kept, flat, stayed tight,
except
tightened
for
up a little bit. Yeah, ES is partying.
They've got a bajillion offers in ES at the highs.
Oh my. Yeah, maybe it'll run previous day high there at the close. Were they stacking up 6,500? Not really. Something crazy. I just pulled like half of them. Actually, ES, I don't have one to pull up, but ES is actually doing the thing that you asked me about, where what would be something you looked at if it changed? Like it went from an extremely flat set of VWAP bands to they both started to slope up at the end once it got inside of the +1.
Yeah.
Yep. So I would have been, as soon as that slope started, I'd say around like 245. Yeah, I'm not shorting ES at all.
Are they going to spike it in ES? End of day spike?
Maybe.
Good. It's right there.
Get it. Get it. Oh, you're welcome, Bean. Have a good afternoon to you too, my friend. Appreciate you being here. Apple butter. I'm not going long here, you turkey. There's no way. I mean, it's pretty goofy to go long with 30 seconds left in the day.
Ooh, yes, failed to make a high there.
Yeah.
So let's see. They left a pour. Oh, nice. Classic, yes.
Nasty.
I like
Woo.
that close. All right, Stowe. What do you say?
That's pretty nasty.
Pretty
Oh
nasty?
yeah, we got to close it up, don't we, brother?
Yeah, we do.
Let me get my gym impression ready. Well, thank you everybody for being here. We had another great show on NinjaTrader Live today. So many great guests, so much great trading. We had Chris trading boxes in the morning. Our guy Stowe did the 11 o'clock. Then he came back and made more jokes, and Leo made fun of him like he always does. We got another great show lined up for you tomorrow. Stowe and Leo will be back at 10 a.m. We got Pax will be there.
You don't even know what time we're going to be here.
I mean, we still don't know. Sav told me.
Yeah, no.
It's up in the air.
8 a.m. We're trading the open.
All right, we're trading the open. All right, so we'll see you at 9. We got Capital Preservation Friday with Pax starting bright and early at 8. So get your rest, and we'll see you then. And as always, the most important message of the day, stay safe out there. Be good to each other.
Peace.
Peace.